Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel Dynamic Medicals. So, in this video, we will talk about the chapter from Organon of Philosophy book, that is from Robert, chapter number 1. What has homeopathy to offer the young man? So let's start with few questions. What has homeopathy to offer the young man as a future? Or let's ask the young man the counter question. What do you want to get out of life? So the only his honest reply to the question can show his adaptability to homeopathy. So the next question, why is he thinking of studying medicine? Is he lazy, and does he consider a profession an easy way to earn a living? Does he look upon medicine as a profession because of its honorable place in the community, or as a position to be desired to secure a standing in the society? Then homeopathy offers him a little that he would care to accept. But if he replies to your question of his idea of direction of his future, that that it leads you to think that he looks upon sick humanity as a suffering man and woman, that he has a burning desire to serve them, to help them to better health and therefore greater unfulness and happiness, then you may be sure there is a sound foundation upon which he may build a plan of life in which homeopathy will offer him a great reward. So, his character and abilities and determine what homeopathy has to offer him by finding out what he has to offer homeopathy. Now the second point comes is a stability, like a temperament, his nature. If he is like a mercurial temperament, very easily influenced, and find it difficult to hold straight course, always seeking the easiest way, then do not encourage him to study homeopathy, because the stability of character is a must thing to have in a homeopathic physician, and in equal measure the quality of patience. In ordinary medicine, the quality of patience is not so necessary, since we too frequently find that in extreme cases where things have been taken an undesirable course, the physician comforts himself that everything possible has been done for the patient. But in homeopathy, one of our greatest axioms is, when in doubt, don't. Homeopathic physician must be able to plan his course, and once having a determined upon it, to stick to it until he find a good reason for changing his course. He must be able to wait. So the man who considers homeopathy as a possible future must be a student of people and willing to become a student of philosophy. He must be able to read between the true and the false in any symptom the patient may give. He must train himself to observe all those signs which the vital energy writes upon the human face, and he must be able to interpret all the signs, which shows through habits and circumstances into indication for a health restoring medicine which he has as his command. So the answer is to the young man who is equipped with knowledge and willing to undergo the training for his lifelong task, homeopathy has everything to offer. Therefore, in the Organon of Medicine textbook by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, in the first aphorism, talks about a mission of a physician. He has used a term mission because a mission is an ongoing process. Goals can be achieved, it is completed, but a mission, it's a never ending process. So, homeopathy offers a life of service to humanity, and it is the only method of healing that surely sets the sick man and sick woman on the permanent road to recovery. We must remember that though we may fail, the failure is ours. It is not the failure of a homeopathy. The better knowledge we have of the tools of our trade, the better use we should make of them. Homeopathy treats the sick individual. It is therefore a speciality. Therefore, homeopathy offers a special inducement to the man who can teach people to think and act as individual and to demand medical treatment as individuals. Because homeopathy considers the man as a whole, not just his individual part. So, the one thing the student must consider is a differentiation between medicine and a public health service. Public health service ideally has to do with a prevention of diseases in the community, in guarding food and water supply, in providing facilities and restriction for adequate healthy housing conditions, and in attending to a proper disposal of the waste matter so that the health of the community will be guarded against epidemics borne by impure water, milk, or other food supplies, or born in insanitary or unhygienic conditions. Medicine ideally has to do with the cure of the disease, the building up of individual, not overlooking the proper hygiene and sanitation, but with a deeper view of needs of individual himself rather than the need of community. But now, the homeopathic medicine seeks to reveal the individual as much as possible from the heavy burden of the hereditary tendencies he carries and to guard against increasing this load by enabling his vital energy to provide its own immunity against the disease. Homeopathy looks upon the health of individual as a precious charge and the return of individual to health as almost certain if we follows the fundamental laws. So the last part of this chapter talks about that the decision is lies with the individual and what he is determined to secure from his life, from his work. If it is a financial ambition, he had better not take up the homeopathy. Homeopathy is a principle, and principles brook no division of loyalty. If he has at heart and a desire to serve, He may find fame and riches at his door, as well as that keen satisfaction of knowing that he has brought to his best gift of healing in the safest, gentle, and most rapid manner. For the young man who can help the community as individuals towards a higher level of health, the community has a place of honor. For the man who can assist nature to cure a serious illness, a certain fame in community, there is a burning, perhaps not the bright flame of the comet, but a steady glow of light for his path. For the man who spends himself unceasingly for those about him, the community will return a comfortable livelihood, which will enable him to keep his family in a well earned place in a community. So, homeopathy as a profession carries a challenge. The possibilities of its art are infinite. Thanks for watching the video. If you want more videos on the philosophy chapters, let me know in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel Dynamic Medicos.